Hi, my name is Owen Conti. My current job role is Managing Director at Code 56. That means basically I'm responsible for what we do as a company, day in and day out, as well as things like making sure that our accounts are filed on time, making sure that the numbers are right and correct, and that we file them to the HMRC on time, and we pay all our bills, make sure the staff get paid, make sure that we're recruiting in the right time, make sure that we're marketing and doing that in the right way, as well as all the day-to-day delivery stuff that we do. So my job involves me doing all of the director roles, as well as a lot of the day-to-day delivery. So that can see me setting up laptops for new members of staff for our customers. It can see us helping customers open up new locations, new offices, new shops, new things like that, and getting all the technology that they require in place. So that can be helping customers set up new offices or new shops and getting all the technology that they need in place. So that can be things like laptops and computers, through to networking equipment like switches and routers, through to printers, servers, all of that kind of stuff. It depends on what they're trying to do as a business or an organization, if they're a charity, and how we can help them and what they want to achieve, really. I love my job because I'm a problem solver and I love a challenge, and I love being able to help people do whatever it is that they want to do somehow. So our help can be setting them up with some technology. It can be putting them in touch with somebody that could help them with their next steps. Maybe that's marketing or maybe that's accounting. Those aren't things that we do, but we know people that do them very, very well, so we can put them in touch. And the other thing I really like about my job is finding out how things work, and helping people maybe find efficiencies, or so they can do things more quickly, or so that they can do them more consistently, and things like that. School has helped me in my job because a lot of it can be quite analytical. You have to look at the facts, you have to be objective, you kind of have to think about things. A lot of our work is mental, so it's not quite so physical. We might not move away from our desk all day, but complete 8 hours of solid, really hard work. And school and studying and things like that has helped develop those skills. I think the school subjects my job involves the most are probably maths and science related, really. I know we're an IT company, but the IT stuff that I did at school anyway is very, very different to what we do day to day. And it's more the analytical thinking. It's having that kind of being able to challenge a thought and work a hypothesis and all of that stuff. So I think the ones that helped me a lot were the science ones. I didn't really go uni. I only went to AS level at college, so I'm not sure I can answer those next two for you. The jobs I've had in the past include all sorts of things. While I was still at school, at the weekends, I would work in a music store. Then when I left school, I got another retail job because I moved out of my house, so I needed to get some money to support myself, and that was selling caravan accessories. But while I was there, I kind of realised that wasn't what I wanted to do long term, so I found an IT qualification that I could do privately. It wasn't through school or university or anything like that. And then I did that, and that found me on the path to doing IT as a full-time job. The jobs I've had in the past have helped me, particularly with the retail stuff, because it involves quite a lot of face-to-face customer interaction. And perhaps in IT, that's not something that people are very well known for. So being able to interact with other people, being able to interact with the public especially, where you get different people from different backgrounds all the time, has really, really helped because it helps you with your social skills. The experience I'm most proud of in all of the jobs that I've ever done is really difficult to answer. There have been things throughout my career where I've been really proud that I've accomplished them, But me personally, I'm always focusing on the future and what can happen next. So I don't really give myself that much credit for the things that I do, because I'm always focused on, well, if I can do that once, then I can do it better next time. There's been loads of things that I've been really proud to have accomplished. Really, really nerdy things as well. So in one of my jobs, I was helping banks across a few different African countries try and detect fraud. And that was a highlight. In my current role, I set up a company, and now I have a member of staff, a couple of members of staff actually, and I'm really proud to be able to help them on their career path as well. The 3 pieces of advice that I would give anyone interested in working in this job or in the IT industry is it depends on how old you are. If you're young, I would recommend look at getting like a Saturday job, something like retail, or if you're a bit older, maybe work in a restaurant or a bar, because those experiences of dealing with people from all different backgrounds will come in really, really handy when you need to help people with their laptops or with their servers or things like that. It's a lot easier if you have the experience to realize that different people communicate in very different ways. Another piece of advice would be do things that the people around you aren't doing. So that might be some extracurricular studies. It might be going and volunteering at a charity that makes a really big impact for you, and trying to get different experiences while you do that. It might be going and getting a job that you're not really absolutely 100% that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, but it's still something, it's an experience you can add to your life, that you can then talk about at interviews, and you can talk about on your CV and applications and things like that. And the third piece of advice, I think, would be always be inquisitive, always be trying to find out more, and always kind of be asking those questions. Advice I would give anyone starting any career would be try and set yourself apart from your peers, because when you go through a job application, it's going to be really, really difficult. The people who are recruiting will be looking at dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of different applications. So they need to see something that really resonates with them, to go down that process with you. And it may well be 1, it might be 2, may even be 3 interviews. And it's a big decision for them to make, just as big, as it's a big decision for you to make as to whether or not you really want this job. So if you can highlight things that you've done in your experience, with maybe a story or a discussion, I'd absolutely recommend that. You might have a hobby or something like that you might not think it's that interesting, but it must be, because otherwise you wouldn't do it. So it's okay to show your passion. So the person who gave me the best advice I ever got would probably be my grandpa. And the advice he gave me was to find something that really makes me happy or that I'm passionate about, and then find a way to build a career around that. That wasn't the exact wording, because I can't quite remember it, but that was the sentiment. It was a case of, sometimes there's more important things in the world than money, and it's about finding what those things are that are really important to you, and then building a life and a job and a career around that. To find out more about me, my job, and my business, please visit our website, which is www.code56.co.uk, or you can find us on Twitter. We're quite active there, just @code56.